And as you can see on my screen in the right side that I have taken a payout from a good company. This series, the whole series of 25 lectures will make you 100% a self-reliable trader, and market went up, touched the line and it started dropping. Everyone, welcome to the new lecture of Smart Money Engulfing Metrics, and I hope you guys have already enjoyed 1 to 3rd lecture, and this is the part 2 of 3rd lecture. Okay, and you have to watch this lecture very carefully because this is one of the most interesting topic that's about Wicks theory. So how Wicks decide the direction where market was stuck. These kind of things we will cover in this video. And if you haven't watched the last previous videos, so it's mandatory to watch them, because if you directly watch this video, you will not get anything from this particular video. Whole series will be uploaded within 20-25 days. And this is a series from the basics to the advanced. Okay, so that you can mark your own zones, take your own trades. You don't have to depend on me or any other signal provider, because signal providers are not trustworthy. Even me, okay, I am not trustworthy in case of providing signal. So that's why I have decided to teach you basically the engulfing theories with the smart money concepts of people who are using the money in such an intellectual way. Okay, so let's focus on something that is extraordinarily useful. And the second thing, the most important thing, that this series, the whole series of 25 lectures will make you 100% a self-reliable trader. And with 10-15 entries after watching all those videos, you will get in demo account, and then you will directly go to the funded account or the real account, so that you can directly take your payout. And I'm 100% sure that my teachings with you will make you a profitable trader. I am totally 100% confident. Okay, so let's explain. This market started going up from this line, and here I have taken some trades, and as you can see on my screen in the right side that I have taken a payout from a good company. You can see the screenshot or the mail here, as I have received recently. First, I checked the platforms whether they are giving me the accounts or not. And this is from my father's account, because I thought I should get the payout from the company as a customer, not a partner. So both are fine. From my account as well, I have taken the payout 3 or 4 times. And from my father's account as well, I have taken the payout for 2 times at least. They don't know from which name I have purchased the customer account, but yes, if I am following the rules, they are giving the payouts. That's the important thing. So it's up to you how you are using the funds, whether in real account or the funded account. And that makes sure with risk management, I will explain in the videos of psychological part, and risk management important. Okay, so guys, without wasting time, I have to teach you something special today, and I'm very excited to teach you. Okay, so Wicks theory is very important. There are some rules which you have to note down. Okay, and watch this video with small speed. Okay, slow speed. Even I am talking slow, but still you have to watch it very slowly, because very important. First thing, Wicks means these areas. You can say these areas. Let me use arrow. Okay, these areas. You can see that these areas means something is there as a demand or supply. Like market is going there and pop. Okay, so market is going there and getting poked to the downside. If market is going to the downside, they are poking to the upper side. So the poking of upping and down. Okay, like market is going up, it is thrown down. If market is going down, it is pumped up. So this combination, this series, you can see. So here maybe something else. Can you see anything here that is pushing the price to the upper side? No, but still market is respecting this area totally. Even market is respecting this upper psychological level and dropping to the downside. Here market is going to the upper side. Same here, market is going to the upper side. When it is breaking, it is using it as a resistance. When market is breaking it again, it is using as a support. So how to identify these areas to make the best decision of making the direction fruitful? Okay, because I have also recorded the lecture for the direction part, and this is lecture 4, but this is the lecture part 2 of lecture 3. Okay, so in the next video that I have already recorded, there you will understand which sell fail is important, which buy fail is important to identify the direction. And even in the 3rd lecture, I have completed it. So these 3 lectures are very important for you to identify the direction and become a good analyst. Okay, so let's see something here. When I am here, I will check whether market is taking the reactions or not. Let's say from this line to this line. Okay, let me change the color to blue because I have to show you the wicks, and extending it to the upper side little bit. Okay, and stretching it to the left directly. So what can I see here? Okay, what can I see here? From this area, market is taking reactions. Okay, this is a wick, wick, wick. This is the part one of the previous historical data, and this works mainly where you have the data. If you don't have data, you have to rely on the psychological level, which is absolutely fine, but I do not take trades on the basis of psychological levels because I don't trust them. Okay, so now see, this is a reaction where market went up, thrown down. When market tried to go up, it broke. So mainly this reason is an explosive area. When market is going to buy, it's thrown down to the side, downside. Okay, sellers actively participate. When market closes above the box, it is acting as a support. When it is breaking, it is again closing above the right, it is working as a support, support, support. So stretching it to the right again. Okay, stretching it to the right, and as we can see that this combined area is total combined area. Okay, this combined area, if I stretch the under box, okay, this box, oh, it sucks. Okay, so if I use this area, this area, and narrowing it down. So this is a area, this is a dark blue area, dark blue sky area, where you can see market is just pumping up, 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 and at least 4 times it needs to be up, 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 or down, down, down. So it means this whole area, when I place my horizontal line on the wick, it is just an area. If market is below the line, market is dropping. It can explosively break and close above the box. It is just like a monitoring box. You have to monitor it because this helps you in identifying the direction. So when it closes above the line, it is acting as a support. When it closes and it again closes above the box, means this closing is not important. Market can explosively go down. Okay, because this is an explosion area. It can burst upside, it can burst downside. We don't know. But when market comes here without volume, it will act as a support or resistance. So if, for example, market made a sideway here, okay, let's take an example. Market made a sideway here, something here, without touching the line, and there is no news or no volume in the market. It's just like a normal movement in the market. Market went up, touched the line, and it started dropping in the Asian region when there is no news or no volume at all. But if there is news, there is volume, means the dumping and pumping is started already. This box will give additional volume to the sellers. If market is going to the downside, this line will give you additional sellers. Large quantity of sellers will introduce themselves here to throw the price to the downside because this is an explosive area according to the Wicks theory. When it closes above the box, it is simply, if it went up with volume, so hopefully like you understand, this is not a like natural volume. It is just like a news or something like pumping and dumping in the market when market started going to the upper side with no cause and closed itself above the line. After closing above the line, market came down and it took it as a support. So it means this is a sideway area. You can completely see when you like master it, you will completely see this is a line where market is just working like this. Tuck, 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 tuck. So when market is behaving like this, like a normal movement, okay, because market is just going in like this with slow momentum, market is going up and down, then you can use this line for support. Okay, when market came here, market started taking support. So you can see, and you will just add one more line here where market is touching it and going above at least 2 times or 3 times. Can you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So this line is very aggressive. Okay, when market is touching it, it is going up. When it closed below the line, 100% there is volume, because without volume this kind of candles will not form in the market. It went above the box, above the line, tested it and broke. But where to take the sell advantage here? if market is coming here after a long time in this particular line, how can we take the sell? So go to the lower time frame. It can be H1, it can be M30, somewhere here. When you go to this line, so you have to find an engulfing cell, a fresh supply area. Okay, so for me, this is a tested engulfing cell in H1. Okay, this upper line is also a tested supply zone. Okay, marking it as a red one. So you can see these two are tested ones. So right now I cannot take risk here, but I will go to M30. I will try to find a fresh supply. Okay, fresh supply. So somewhere here I can see because the upper area is very at the top. Okay, it's very at a distance. Okay, it is having a 50-60 pip difference from this line, or 100 pips mainly. So this is the line, this is the engulfing cell. I can say from the body to the wick, this is fresh supply zone. Okay, because this wick is only tested, and according to the Wicks theory, the major area is this, because it's Wicks totally. So the Wicks is like, you can say, this portion. This is a high volume trade zone. Okay, why? Because in Wicks theory, we are just giving importance to the Wicks that has formed while forming engulfing cell. We have engulfing cell and we have marked this area. Now we can say this is nearby these two lines. This is a zone of Wicks theory where market is pumping and dumping, acting on the line. It is acting like a support and resistance. If it is closing with explosion to the above side, there is no such rules. It can close above, it can close below, but we have to check in the historical data how market is respecting the line. Okay, like this. At least 3 to 4 times it should touch like this. So this is a line where market is behaving like a child. Okay, it is behaving like a wall. If you are throwing the ball on the wall, it will bounce back. Okay, and if you are making a good throw, it will reverse back to you. It will bounce back to you. So that I have to teach you. This bouncing makes this line important. Okay, this is supply area. Now I will filter it more. If I'm going to M15, so I will try to find something M15 as a fresh supply. So can you see? I have M15 totally fresh, M15 fresh engulfing cell here. So this M15 fresh engulfing cell denotes, yeah, this is a good supply area and we can take risk over here. Okay, I repeat, this Wicks theory is not for taking the trades directly. You have to understand the confirmations first. Okay, you have to take some setups, and Wicks theory is all about giving you an identified direction that yes, market can go up or down from the particular line. Okay, so let me show you in the H1. Okay, in the H1, and just extending it to the right. I have made this box in front of you on the basis of this blue zone, and then I took the supply, M15 supply. M15 is also called Riddler's box, or if you filter it more, then you will understand about the narcotics box that I usually teach in the free mentorship. Okay, like right now the admissions are not started, so once I start, I will inform you. Okay, so my total what can I say, my total focus, okay, is on this particular supply box, and this box and this line is nearby. So just taking the line here, placing it over here, can you see market came in and market got stuck totally. The importance of Wicks theory, because this zone is acting like a up down box. Okay, that I explained you how it is acting like a up and downing box, because Wicks are playing here. Okay, a line, watch me completely, a line, if market is going from downside to here, dropping. If it is coming from upside, it is going up. So here you have to understand the same line which is acting like a resistance, support multiple times. There we identify our Wicks theory. This is little confusing, I know, but you need to practice it at least 90 days, at least 3 months you have to practice, then only it will get mastered. Because you can see here as well, the Wicks theory came into picture, and then we have the setup of calamity here. It broke, sell fail, and it started working like a Wicks theory. Let's see. Let me explain. This works. Can you see? Wick, 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 Wick. Everywhere is Wick, Wick. Again, I marked this one. Okay. So now in these two boxes, the near box where it started as a support zone, I will place over a line. I will place line over here. And on the below line as well. Okay. So this is a box where you can say one, one touch. And as I already told you, if it is closing body directly below or above the box with volume during news, during such volatility period, so it will not counted as a invalid box. It will count it as a valid box because we are using wicks. We are not focusing on body. Please remember, we are not focusing on the body. We are focusing on the wicks only. Okay. 1, 2, 3, touching fly. 4, 5, this one 6, then it closed below the zone and it started acting like a resistance. Okay, so this is mafia entry. Okay, zero float. Deleting the lower box because right now I have to explain this one. One touch, two touch, and even this you can count this one. It is trying to touch the line. Okay, touching the line, touching the line. The same line is acting as a resistance, as a support, support. Body is closing above because this line has very high volume. This line is explosive line. Okay. Wait, let me mark this box properly. And again, it came here. It reacted. It is showing like how beautiful and how powerful this line is. Then it closed below the zone. After closing below the zone, what I have to do, I just took my box and then I can say this sell fail happened here. So marking it as a blue, this sell fail, let me make it small. This was the sell fail. Okay. This sell fail is within daily engulfing. Can you see? Daily engulfing buy. Daily engulfing buy. Can you see? Type 2 engulfing buy formed here. The lower wicks, and with the combination of wicks and the body to the lower side of the daily candle, market formed H4 sell fail. It means the change of direction. Simply in the simple language, you can say the change of direction. Sell got failed. Okay, and somewhere here market retraced it, and after retracing, we have to check a proper demand zone. So when I move to the area, I can see on the same line, I got M30 engulfing sell fail. But this is not a rule to use M30. Now we can go to M15 to check a supply fresh demand zone. Okay. In M15 as well, we have the fresh demand zone. So market formed confirmation of ABC somewhere here. We will go to M5. Let's check. Is there any M5 ABC? I don't remember usually like on the which confirmation basis I have taken the entry, but let's see. Somewhere here I tried for buy, somewhere here or here, I don't remember. So maybe, okay, no, sell fail. Okay, understood. Somewhere here I have taken the entry on the basis of ABC. A, B, C. This is a high risk ABC. Okay, this is a high risk because this blue candle is not touching the proper box, because when market came down, it took the line. Okay, it poked the Wicks theory demand line. Okay, after poking it, it started going up. It formed an engulfing sell fail with ABC in M50, IM5, and then when it took the C, it formed the C. On the retest of it, I have entered. My SL will be around 20 pips below zone, somewhere here. So at 40, 50, 60 pips around something, I have taken the entry and it started going to the upper side, and I have booked around 100 pips. Okay, you can see the screenshot on the beginning of the video. I have placed the payout screenshot and even the entry. So somewhere here I have taken the entry. It started going to the upper side. So this was the beautiful logic of using the Wicks theory. Now simply go to the H4 and how you can practice it. Okay, so let me explain it. The entry was on the basis of calamity setup, but as you guys request me to make a video on Wicks theory. So that's why I tried making my best on the Wicks theory, because Wicks theory is just like a monitoring box. It shows you the direction, because if you know the direction, you can go with the flow. If you are able to understand where market will go, then you can enter anywhere with confirmation of ABC. You can say failed setups. You can say any other setup as well, F15, HLZ you can use. So when you understand the direction, including the Wicks theory or the supply zone or the demand zone or the H4 sell fail, buy fail, on the basis of that I have taken the entry. But this Wicks theory gives you a proper direction area where market will go today. I know H4 is very confusing, but I do this thing in M1, M5, M15. It becomes more complicated. But because I have experience with the market, I have taken so many trades, I have so many experience, so much experience with the same thing doing again and again. So that's why I can use this theory, and you have to practice it by using at least 90 days. You can practice, share the charts with me. The same simple rule. A line where market is acting like a buy and sell. As a support, as a resistance, the same line is using itself. Then you can say, yes, this area can be Wicks theory, and you need a supply zone. Here you can sell. On this line you can sell, because market is, can you see how market beautifully is reacting it? Even the NFP cannot break it, because this is a Wicks theory zone. It identifies itself as a supply zone, and the lower part is this where market is acting as a demand zone. So market got stuck somewhere here. Market got stuck. Market got stuck somewhere in this demand of weekly zone and the supply of weekly zone, and market is not able to break it. If it breaks this part, it will go up, testing this region. If it is breaking this, it will at least bare minimum touch this 8588 area. Okay, I hope this clarifies. If you have any query, you can let me know in the comment section, and yes, your feedbacks will be appreciated. And I will upload a lecture 4 once you will watch all this video. Then I will upload that lecture 4 as well, and you will understand how beautifully all things are going with this series. Only thing I know, I need from your side, is that keep supporting, share this channel with your friends, trader friends as well. If you have any doubt, you can join our public group, Forex Singularity. But you have to comment your views on this comment on the YouTube, on this channel, so that we get motivated and inform you more about the concepts, okay, in detail. Thank you so much for your patience. Let's see you in the 4th lecture, and we have remaining 20 lectures more. So keep patience and straight focusedly on the lectures. Thank you so much.